Calaroga Shark Media.
Hi, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. A baseball team has been accused of fat shaming. Well, don't do that. What did these guys do? They named its pig mascot after weight loss drug Ozempic. See if you can figure out where the joke is going to be. The St. Paul Saints chose Ozempig from nearly 2,300 names submitted by fans, joking that the pig was ashamed of gaining weight and had promised to slim down. Some on social media did not like the Ozempig pun. One wrote, "I wouldn't make fun of people's weight and diabetics. It just feels a bit cruel. Maybe time for a marketing meeting to figure this out, y'all." Meanwhile, in Paris, waiters and waitresses raced through the streets of Paris for the first time in 13 years. What did they have to do? They had to balance a tray with a croissant, a coffee cup, and a glass of water. The fastest competitors from Paris cafes and bistros took to the line recently. It's a 110-year-old event. It was held for the first time after a 13-year hiatus, and it's being used to promote the Summer Olympics coming to Paris. Around 200 participants, dressed in their uniforms, loaded up their trays with a regulation pastry, a small but empty coffee cup, and a full glass of water. At the end of the race, they were judged on how much liquid they had spilled, as well as their time. Pauline was the winner, 14 minutes, 12 seconds. Why was there a 13-year pause, you're wondering? Me too. Don't have the answer. Switching gears, good news on the medical front. Breakthroughs in artificial intelligence are changing the tide in a new chapter of healthcare. One breakthrough includes a new visual mapping AI model that can accurately identify diseases and tumors in medical images. A scientist tells us the idea is to help catch cancer and disease at its earliest stages like an X on a map and understand how the decision was made. The AI was able to flag early signs of tumors, detect heart conditions in X-rays, and identify macular degeneration. The scientist says our model will help streamline the process and make it easier on doctors and patients alike. That's awesome. Hey, good news, you've been invited to a wedding. Bad news, your friend that invited you to the wedding is going to charge you like $2,200 to attend the wedding, and it doesn't even include drinks. A man named Jack went on Reddit and said he was excited to receive the invite from his friends. Once he had RSVP'd, Jack said he got a message that read, "Thank you for RSVPing to our wedding, and thank you for helping us have the wedding of our dreams." He then saw a link which said, "Click here for payment," which he assumed was a contribution towards the honeymoon fund, but it turned out to be a request for just under 2,000 British pounds to attend the event. Jack called the venue, who were like, "Yeah, the couple wants you to help them have their dream wedding." Jack paid the fee because he's a cool guy and expected there to be food and alcohol included, and he found on the day none of the drinks were free, and he ended up paying out another $200 or so. It worked out to $30 or so for the drinks and a $200 tip the bride and the groom had requested. Jack's rant. Not only did the bride and groom pass on the cost of a ridiculously priced venue to the guests after people had RSVP'd, essentially putting the venue above guest attendance, but then they passed on the cost of the tip to the guests without telling them, all caps, as a required charge on checkout. I've never heard of anything so entitled in my life. And you may have seen this story. This made it all the way to the mainstream news. Oh, this poor woman. An animal lover thought she had nursed a sick baby hedgehog. She tried nursing it to health all night. The hedgehog wasn't doing too well. She had found the baby hedgehog on the street and picked it up and took it home, was trying to nurse it back to health. The hedgehog wasn't looking too good in the morning, so she took it to a local wildlife hospital. The hospital manager took a look at the hedgehog and broke the sad news to her. The hedgehog was actually a woolly hat. The woman rushed into the hospital with a cardboard box under her arm. She said she had spent the night trying to get the baby hedgehog to eat. It didn't eat because it was a hat. The hospitalist explained it was the first admission of the day. The lady came in with a box, said she had found this baby hedgehog on the pavement. It was cold, so she picked it up. I was as alarmed. It's very early for baby hedgehogs. I was a bit concerned. I took the box from her and took it to triage, which is a separate room. I opened the box and, well, couldn't believe what I was seeing. I thought, it's definitely not a hedgehog. Perhaps it's some kind of other fluffy creature. I realized it wasn't animated at all, and I picked it up, and obviously with the weight, I could feel that it wasn't a hedgehog or any animal at all. I put it back in the box and came out and said to the lady, it's actually a bobble off a bobble hat. She was very sweet, bless her. Her heart was in the right place. She took the box from me and left quite quickly. And those are your 5 good news stories for today. If you enjoy the program, tell a friend about it. They might like it too. You can share it on social media. And if you're not already a follower, especially if you're on Apple Podcasts, push that plus button up on the top right so you don't miss an episode. New episodes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. See you next time. Have a great day.